Okay, the first step of system analysis is, well, it spits out, so the builder spits out a system and parameter ranges. So the first step was I did set these ranges a bit, well, I made them a bit greater, so we have more data to analyze. For example, this here, this moving average, this was the original range, and I made this out of it. So, well, you do not have to do this. You can just use the ranges the builder gives you, but most likely it's better to analyze more parameters to get a better view on the system. So the first step you do in DATFRA is to create the parameter space analysis data. In this example, I analyzed 33,000 parameter sets, and it took about 8 hours to create this data, so one night and it's all done. And well, now the first question in analysis is on how many data in the past we want to optimize our system in order to judge the live trading performance. And as I said, the generation of the data needs 8 hours, and now we can simply view the performance of different in-sample or optimization time spans. For example, here we have 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and so on. And here is the live trading time span. So we always trade the system for 2 weeks and then we re-optimize it on, in this case, the last 6 months. And DATFRA already gives us some statistics, so we can just see what works best here already. This is the correlation. That means how well a good in-sample profit predicts a good out-of-sample profit. This is the average out-of-sample profit, and this is how many out-of-sample tests were positive. So this is quite undecided in this example. And here we have an optimum for 1 year in sample is the best correlation, and 6 months in sample is the best out of sample profit. In reality, we would analyze both of them, but to make these videos shorter, I have chosen this, so 6 months in sample and 2 weeks out of sample time span. Here we can already see that we are dealing with 850,000 walk forward windows. So a walk forward analysis would have about, well, 100 to 250 or something like that. So we are dealing with a lot more data here. Well, that was already the second step in DATFRA. The first was to generate a system, and the second was to create our data that we want to analyze and to decide what in sample and what out of sample time spans we want to use. By the way, as I said, this needs 8 hours, and then to test different in and out of sample time spans, each of this creation took about, well, 30 minutes. So the whole process needs about, well, depending on how many in-sample and out-of-sample time spans you want to analyze, but it takes about 12 hours, 11 hours, 10 hours, whatever. So this is very fast in relation to the huge amount of data that we can now analyze.